Hey everyone, watch this review here with a quick look at the Marvel vs. Capcom Spider-Man Strider 2-pack. These things were released back in the 90s to commemorate the Marvel vs. Capcom video game series, which was a pretty popular video game at that point. Actually, this might have been for the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 though, but it's hard to tell. I mean, the ones they list here are all just characters that popped up in the first one, so it could technically be either. See if I get a good view of the front here. I'm going to open this guy up in a second. Now, due to technical hiccups, I do not know how to pause the camera, so right now one shot has to do. I originally thought that there was some way to do a program option within this thingy here, and it would automatically add my little clips together and so forth, but I have yet to figure out what to do. The first thing you'll notice is it comes with a backdrop, which is just from like one of the generic levels. I don't think the characters even really had their own levels. Alright, now we have Spider-Man package. Now I'm really not going to do a full review on these guys because they aren't really all that articulate. Oh god, these joints are completely stiff right now. I guess they've just been in package for over 10 years at this point, and I don't know what the storage condition's been, but wow, I couldn't even barely move that Spider-Man. You'll notice it comes with one accessory for Spider-Man, one accessory, and then the two swords for Strider. Well, actually, one's sword, Cypher, the other one's more generic little toy thing, which I think he used to grasp on. I can't remember if he wields his weapon in his left or right hand offhand. I think it was the right, but it's been... There we go. Probably not how he holds it, but... No, can't get that in there. And of course, he's got his little cape. Or ribbon, whatever. Now, as you'll notice, like I said before, there's really not much articulation here. It doesn't even bend at the waist. It's just your standard generic action figure articulation minus the elbows. It's an okay sculpt. I like the muscular feature and everything, but alright, there, we've got the leg going. The leg going. Voila, he's alive. Those are pretty loud cracks. Actually, it does have foot articulation, so... or ankle articulation, actually, sorry. Alright, but I'm not going to get that for any time soon. I'll have to play around with that. Now, the one thing I do not like here, but obviously I didn't buy this for him, is the fact that there's no waist articulation. He's turned at a sort of odd angle, which isn't really an anything pose, and I don't know what his hands are doing. I mean, look, there's just one hanging out here. It's not in a real action pose. It's not a fist. It's not his web shooter pose. It's just... whatever. I guess he can hold this on one of his things, so he has a web shield. I have never seen him use a web shield in the game, but oh yeah, he does for blocking, but it's not purple, obviously. Now, of course, the real meat of the look is the Strider figure, who, to the best of my knowledge, has only been released in this format. I should probably move the camera in a second just to make this easier on myself, but here we go. As you can see, he has, actually it's only one ball joint, which I guess is for the weapon grasping arm. He also has a little holster in the back for this, but I'd have to take the cape off, and I don't feel like doing that at the moment. As you can see, just pretty standard articulation. Now, if you've ever played the Marvel vs. Capcom games, he's actually a pretty decent character. Marvel vs. Capcom 1, I think he was one of the top tiers, and Marvel vs. Capcom 2, obviously, is not as powerful This moves, so how's this move? I think I twist the waist and that should move up maybe. Yeah, that moves when the waist is twisted. You'll notice that the elbow is a little cutaway elbow as opposed to an actual pin joint over here. But in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, he was pretty awesome just for whole trapper format between him and Dr. Doom. Just using the Doom Assist, then shoving them into the Doom Assist with the Legion, or was it Legion and Doom Assist into Legion? Who knows? But yeah, and here's his other little weapon, which technically isn't a weapon, it's what he uses to grasp the side of the screen. So I think he clings to it for a special or two. Let's see, did I get a good look at his face here? Yeah, right now it's the only camera I have that has sound, so otherwise I'd just have a camera, then I'd insert sound later, which I'm not sure I can do at this point, but here he is. Actually, yes, this is the first one because it mentions Onslaught on the back of the package. Sorry, my bad. The second villain, of course, was Abyss, which I believe was created specifically for the game, although there is a 4 horseman known as Abyss. Alright, I rambled on for long enough. Let me just stop this now.